In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make these shorts. Here we have the patterns that we are going to use. To do this, we are going to trace them onto the fabrics I've chosen, keeping in mind the grain line direction and drawing on the wrong side of the fabric. To trace them, I sometimes use this pen that writes on one end and erases on the other, or it can even be erased with a little water. You can also use pens that erase with the heat of an iron or simply a regular pencil. To draw the seam allowance, I use these circular seam guides. If the fabric slips a bit when you trace the patterns on top of it, a trick is to use sandpaper. Place the fabric on top and it won't slip anymore. To learn how to draft the pattern for these shorts for any doll of any size, I'm leaving the link in the video description that will take you to a detailed video tutorial in my Etsy shop. Once all the pattern pieces are traced, we are going to cut them out. To prevent the fabric pieces from fraying while handling them, I'm going to use this fray check product and apply it to all the pieces. Iron all the pieces well. We're going to start with the front section, placing right sides together along the curved front crotch seam. Pin it in place and stitch. Make a few small snips so it adapts well to the curves. Open the seam allowance and iron it flat. For the curved part, I use these small pressing ham cushions that help conform to the shape and make ironing easier. Now we are going to sew a decorative top stitch on both sides. In this case, I'm intentionally using a contrasting thread color to make it stand out. Let's begin attaching the pocket pieces to the front, right sides together, and stitch across. Make small snips in the curves again so the pocket piece can be turned over cleanly. Iron it as well so it settles nicely. Sew a decorative top stitch. Now we are going to assemble the pocket pouch. Join the two pocket pieces right sides together and stitch along the indicated section, not down the side seam of the shorts. Now let's work on the front waistband. Fold it in half and iron. Align it carefully with pins to the front piece we already made and sew a seam along the marked seam allowance. Turn it inward and press it so it settles well. Now sew a decorative top stitch. Let's move on to the back section. Do the same as before, join the two back pieces right sides together along the back crotch curve and sew just that section. As before, add 2 decorative top stitches. Now fold over to create the casing for the elastic, securing it well with pins. Stitch along the pen mark, which indicates the seam allowance. This is the exact elastic measurement we need to cut so it fits the waist properly at the end. However, we can't cut it that short right away. I explain this further in the pattern making lesson. We need to cut it a bit longer because we need the elastic to stretch enough to cover the entire fabric width of the back piece. So cut it slightly longer and draw the seam allowance mark on one of the ends as a reference point. I'm going to use a hairpin to thread the elastic through the casing. Using the marks we made, both for the actual length of the elastic and the seam allowance, secure the elastic at one end. Then, taking the other marks into account, pin it and secure it with a stitch. Since I noticed this length of elastic allows for too much stretch, I'm going to shorten the elastic piece I initially cut. Why? Because this way it will fit the waist much better. Even if it's still a bit loose, the shorts can be pulled down slightly to sit lower than the natural waistline. Now we are going to join the front and back of the shorts along one of the side seams, pin in place and stitch. Add a decorative top stitch on the back section of the shorts, just like we did earlier on the crotch seams. We are going to hem the shorts using an iron to make it much easier. Stitch the hem. Now join the shorts along the other remaining side seam. Pin it in place and sew. Just like before, add a decorative top stitch. Turn the shorts inside out and sew all along the inseam. The shorts are practically finished now. Iron everything so it settles nicely. Trying the shorts on the doll, they look quite good. However, to cinch the front waist slightly more, which turned out a bit wide as I explained earlier and detailed in the pattern drafting tutorial, we are going to add a small bow. We will use a thick needle with a large eye. Mark the entry points on the waistband where the needle will pass through, and thread this green crochet yarn through that area. Tie a little bow. Tie small knots at the ends of the bowstrings. To prevent fraying, apply a bit of fray check sealant to the ends. To secure the bow we just made, stitch it to the shorts waistband using a hand needle and matching thread. And that's it. The shorts are all done. Remember, I'm leaving the link on how to draft the pattern for these shorts in the video description. I hope you enjoyed making these shorts. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't miss the next video, as it will be the matching shirt for these shorts. Thanks for watching.